Every once in a while, the world records a creature that shouldn't exist. Real animals, or something else? Tonight we're diving into 4 mysterious sightings that still have scientists arguing. Are they real, or just legends brought to life by our imagination? Let's find out. The year is 1995. In the quiet, rural heart of Puerto Rico, a wave of terror begins. Farmers wake to an eerie silence and a gruesome discovery. Their goats are found dead, not torn apart, but bizarrely intact, with only small puncture wounds on their necks. The most chilling detail? The animals are completely drained of blood. Panic gives way to whispers, and whispers to eyewitness accounts. The descriptions are fragmented, born from fear, but they paint a terrifying picture. The first prominent witness described a bipedal creature, about 3 to 4 feet tall, with large glowing red eyes and a row of sharp spines running down its back. It moved with an unsettling, hopping gait, a grotesque blend of reptile and alien. The media frenzy began. Needing a name for this phantom menace, Puerto Rican comedian Silverio Perez coined a term that would become infamous, El Chupacabra, literally, the goat sucker. The name was catchy, descriptive, and terrifying. It stuck, and a modern legend was born. The Chupacabra phenomenon didn't stay confined to Puerto Rico. Reports jumped to Mexico, then across Latin America and into the southern United States. The legend evolved, but the core elements remained. As hysteria grew, so did the pressure for answers. Finally, science stepped in. When carcasses of alleged chupacabras began to turn up, biologists discovered something shocking, but tragically familiar. DNA analysis revealed the truth. These supposed monsters were almost always coyotes or dogs suffering from an extreme form of sarcoptic mange. This debilitating skin disease causes their fur to fall out, their skin to become thick and wrinkled, and their bodies emaciated. Weakened and unable to hunt their usual prey, these sick animals would turn to easier targets, like penned-up livestock. Their grotesque, alien-like appearance was simply the tragic result of disease. But for many, this explanation feels incomplete. It doesn't account for the original reports, the bipedal creature with spines and glowing red eyes, or how a sick coyote could drain an animal of blood. And so, the legend endures, branching into 2 distinct paths. One leads to conspiracy, whispering that the chupacabra was a top-secret government experiment that escaped from a clandestine lab. The other path suggests it's a modern folktale, a manifestation of our collective anxieties. Is it a biological reality, a government cover-up, or a powerful myth? The truth remains in the shadows. In the most remote place on Earth, Antarctica, tales of the unknown are common, but one story, whispered among crews of Japanese research vessels in the mid-2000s, was different. It wasn't about a sea monster of legend, but something chillingly familiar. A colossal, pale, and eerily human-shaped creature they encountered in the freezing subantarctic waters. According to the accounts, this being possessed smooth, white skin, a defined head, torso, and even arms and legs. Some reports claimed it had 5-fingered hands, but its face was a terrifying blank canvas. No eyes, no nose, just a slit-like mouth. Estimated at 60 to 90 feet long, it would glide silently beneath the waves, a ghostly figure against the deep blue. The crew members gave it a name that perfectly captured its unsettling nature, Ningen, the Japanese word for human. The story exploded in 2007 on the Japanese internet forum 2channel. Soon, the web was flooded with supposed evidence, grainy photographs, dubious video clips, and even satellite images from Google Earth. The legend grew, weaving a narrative of a government cover-up, suggesting the original witnesses were ordered to remain silent to protect Japan's controversial whale research program. Science offers more grounded explanations. Oceanographers believe it's a case of misidentification. Could the Ningen be an albino whale, or a pod of belugas swimming in formation? Some suggest a giant squid or a massive ray. The Antarctic is also a realm of optical illusions, where fog and darkness, combined with the human brain's tendency for pareidolia, can easily transform an iceberg, or a shadow, into a monstrous figure. Yet the consistency in the eyewitness descriptions is hard to dismiss. The humanoid form, the pale skin, the sheer size. These details persist across different accounts, fueling the speculation that something truly unknown was sighted. The mystery of the Ningen remains unsolved, a testament to the unexplored frontiers of our planet. With over 80% of our oceans still unmapped, we can't definitively prove what those sailors saw. In the silent, crushing depths below the ice, anything is possible. On YouTube, millions watched cats saying words like hello or no. Are animals learning to talk? Linguists say, probably not. It's a phenomenon called pareidolia. Our brains hear patterns where none exist. Yet scientists have proven animals can mimic sound. Parrots copy human voices, whales imitate boat engines, and dogs respond to over 100 words. So maybe, we're not as unique as we think. In 2020, a team of wildlife researchers in Australia captured something terrifying on a thermal camera. Underbeinen santen fansum bein santen. A massive moving figure deep in the bush. It didn't match the shape of any known animal. Some say it was a mutated kangaroo. Others, a humanoid beast. But until clearer footage appears, all we have is this ghostly silhouette, glowing in the dark. We've journeyed to the edge of belief, where the line between what's real and what's imagination blurs. Our world is filled with stories, some passed down through generations, others born from a single shaky video. But how do we separate credible evidence from the tricks our own minds play on us? Take the legendary Chupacabra, a terrifying predator of livestock. Science offers a compelling, if less monstrous, explanation. The gaunt, hairless bodies are often just coyotes or raccoons suffering from severe, sarcoptic mange, a disease that grotesquely alters their appearance. It's a classic case of mistaken identity, amplified by fear and the power of folklore. Then we have the Ningen, the colossal, pale humanoids of the Antarctic seas. The grainy photos and sailors' tales are chilling, but could they be a product of pareidolia? In the vast, disorienting emptiness of the polar regions, our brains search for familiar patterns. An iceberg, catching the light just so, can momentarily resemble a living giant. And what about those viral clips of talking cats? It's a phenomenon called auditory pareidolia. Our brains are hardwired to detect speech, and in the complex tones of a cat's meow, we can easily project words. It's less about the cat speaking, and more about our deep-seated desire to connect with our animal companions. But not every mystery has a neat solution. The thermal creature in the woods remains an enigma. The footage is compelling, showing a heat signature that defies easy classification. Was it a known animal distorted by the lens, a clever hoax, or did the camera capture a glimpse of something truly unknown? It remains a chilling question mark, and this is where the thrill of the unknown truly lies. Remember, we've mapped more of Mars than our own ocean floor. Over 80% of our planet's oceans are unmapped and unexplored. In those crushing, lightless depths, life thrives in forms that defy imagination. We've found creatures that create their own light and withstand impossible pressures. If such wonders exist, who's to say what else is hiding in the abyss, waiting to surface? So now, I turn it over to you. Which mystery captured your imagination the most? Was it the scientific explanation for the Chupacabra, or the chilling possibility of the Ningen? Drop your most convincing theory in the comments below, and let me know what we should investigate next. If you love exploring the unknown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure. Thank you for watching. Keep asking questions, because every mystery starts with curiosity. See you in the next episode.